Hey, history buffs. Welcome back to our channel where we uncover the weird and wonderful moments from the past. Today, we're diving into 10 bizarre historical events that will make you question everything you thought you knew about history. Let's jump right in. Let's start off with number 10, the Great Emu War of 1932. Yes, you heard that right. In Australia, farmers were struggling with thousands of emus destroying their crops, so the government decided to send soldiers armed with machine guns to combat the emus. This war took place in Western Australia and lasted from November to December 1932. Despite the military's efforts, the emus proved to be surprisingly resilient and evasive. After several failed attempts and using up 10,000 rounds of ammunition, the emus had won the battle. The Great Emu War ended with a truce, leaving the emus as the unexpected victors. Next up, we have the Dancing Plague of 1518. In July 1518, in Strasbourg, modern-day France, a woman named Frau Truffa started dancing uncontrollably in the streets. Within days, dozens more joined her, dancing non-stop without rest. They couldn't stop even if they wanted to. Medieval doctors were baffled. Some thought it was a curse or a disease. They called it St. Vitus dance. The dancers kept going for weeks. Many collapsed from exhaustion, and some reportedly even died. Authorities tried everything, from playing music to encouraged more dancing to seeking divine intervention, but nothing worked. To this day, the cause remains a mystery. Was it mass hysteria, ergot poisoning, or something else? The Dancing Plague of 1518 is a chilling reminder of how little we still understand about the human mind. Next, we've got one of the smelliest events in history, the Great Stink of 1858. Imagine it's a hot summer in London, and the River Thames is, well, a river of sewage. The smell was so bad it halted Parliament. Lawmakers had to soak curtains in chloride of lime just to survive. Enter Joseph Bazalgette. He designed a revolutionary sewer system, transforming London's health and sanitation. His work was a massive success, saving countless lives and paving the way for modern urban sanitation. From unbearable stench to a clean river, thanks to the Great Stink, London learned to clean up its act. Next, the Watermelon War, where a simple watermelon sparked an all-out brawl. It all began on a hot summer day when a Navy sailor attempted to steal a watermelon from a black vendor named John Freeman. Freeman defended his goods, and a fight broke out, drawing a crowd. Tensions quickly escalated, turning the marketplace into a battleground as sailors and locals clashed. The brawl became so notorious that it made headlines, highlighting the racial and social tensions of the time. The Watermelon War remains a vivid example of how small conflicts can reflect larger societal issues. The War of the Oaken Bucket in 1325. In 1325, two Italian cities, Modena and Bologna, clashed over an oak bucket. It all began when Modenese soldiers snuck into Bologna and stole a wooden bucket from a well. This bucket was no ordinary container. It symbolized local pride and honor. Enraged by the theft, Bologna declared war on Modena. Thousands of soldiers lined up on both sides, ready to fight for their city's honor. The Battle of Zappolino was fierce but short. Modena emerged victorious, and the bucket remained with them, a trophy of their triumph. Today, you can still see the famous bucket in Modena's town hall, a reminder of the bizarre war fought over a simple oak bucket. Next, we have the exploding whale of 1970. In November of that year, a 45-foot sperm whale washed ashore near Florence, Oregon. It was a massive problem, literally. The whale weighed 8 tons and started to decompose, causing a terrible stench. The Oregon Highway Division decided the best solution was to use dynamite to blast the whale into pieces small enough for scavengers to eat. On November 12th, they used half a ton of dynamite. The explosion was bigger than expected. Chunks of whale blubber rained down on spectators and cars parked a quarter-mile away. The blast even flattened one vehicle completely. The scene was chaotic and quite disastrous, leaving many questioning the decision. This event remains a legendary example of a plan gone hilariously wrong, reminding us of the unpredictable outcomes of unconventional problem-solving. Next, the bat bombs of 1942. Imagine this: thousands of tiny bats, each carrying a small incendiary device, released over enemy cities. The idea was that these bats would roost in buildings and other structures, causing widespread fires when the bombs detonated. This bizarre weapon was developed by the US as a way to cause chaos in Japan. Despite initial success in tests, the project faced numerous challenges, including a major mishap when some bats escaped, accidentally setting fire to a military base. Ultimately, the bat bomb project was scrapped, but it remains a fascinating example of unconventional warfare. Next, the animal trial craze of 13th, 18th century. Yes, you heard that right. Animals, from pigs to insects, were actually put on trial for crimes. It wasn't just a spectacle. These trials were taken seriously. Animals had defense lawyers, just like humans. If convicted, they faced punishments ranging from imprisonment to execution. One famous case involved a pig in 1386 France, convicted of killing a child. The pig was dressed in human clothes and publicly hanged. People believed animals could be influenced by evil spirits or even the devil. And it wasn't just pigs. Rats, insects, and even snails were tried for damaging crops. So next time you think your pet is mischievous, just remember, it could have been worse. Next, the miraculous year of 1666. This year was packed with incredible events that changed the world forever. In London, the Great Fire of 1666 raged for 4 days, destroying over 13,000 homes and landmarks, but remarkably, it resulted in fewer than 10 deaths. Meanwhile, in Cambridge, a young Isaac Newton was busy revolutionizing science. This was the year he supposedly saw an apple fall, inspiring his groundbreaking work on gravity. The same year, astronomer Giovanni Cassini discovered the famous gap in Saturn's rings, now known as the Cassini division, revealing more about our mysterious solar system. Across Europe, 1666 was also the end of the Second Anglo-Dutch War, marking a significant shift in naval power and colonial ambitions. From devastating fires to groundbreaking discoveries, the miraculous year of 1666 was truly unforgettable. Last but not least, we have the mysterious Tunguska Event of 1908. On the morning of June 30th, 1908, a massive explosion flattened over 800 square miles of forest near the Tunguska River in Siberia. The explosion was so powerful, it was later estimated to be 1,000 times stronger than the atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima. Yet, despite the immense destruction, no impact crater was found, and there were no confirmed human casualties. Scientists believe the explosion was caused by an asteroid or comet fragment bursting in the atmosphere. The Tunguska event reminds us of the mysteries that still exist in our world and the power of nature. History is full of surprises, and these bizarre events prove that truth is often stranger than fiction. Which event did you find the most mind-blowing? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more crazy history